Winter here in Russia changes everything. The way you wake up, the way you move, and even the way you think. So for today's video, I'm going to share to you what's the normal day like during winter here in Taganrog. Not Moscow, not St. Petersburg, or not even Rostov. It's just a small Russian city. And obviously, through my Filipina expat eyes. Всем привет! Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Filipina in Russia. Let's do it again together. Podcast. So just a disclaimer, this is not a guide. This is just my real routine. So let's talk about mornings here. How I spend my morning. Actually, my winter day starts quietly. Mornings in here during winter feels slower and the light comes in very softly. So just to compare, waking up in the Philippines and here is completely different vibe. Well, because in Philippines it's usually alive there. I wake up same time, 5 in the morning since I have a toddler to prepare to make breakfast for her. And then here, the same thing, I get up at 5, but when I check in the window, it's still dark. Everything's so dark, feels like midnight. So I'll just stay in my bed, hoping to get back to sleep and just usually wake up when the sun rises, which in here it's always 8 in the morning. So when I wake up, what do I do first is to check in the window what's happening, just checking around and check the temperature just to be sure because you never know how cold it is outside. And then you will notice the silence of the street. In the Philippines, mornings is alive immediately. But in here during winter, everything feels like it's still sleeping. Very desperate sound and sad, but because the daytime is shorter, so I guess that's the reason. Well, on the other hand, it's somehow peaceful for me. So the day will not start without coffee. So I will make my coffee, obviously, and have a hot drink to enjoy it. Also, you will never forget to put on warm clothes inside. Even if Russians have a heating. Oh, by the way, this one biggest difference for me is heating. Heating. Russian apartments are made for winter. And as a Filipina, this is something I had to get used to. So let's move on to getting ready, getting out from the apartment. You have to be prepared for it. As I said, you never know how cold it is outside. So, what are the preparations that you have to do? You have to have a lot of layers of clothing. You have to have your own scarf, gloves. Oh, gloves. It's very important. Layers of socks. What else? A hat or scarf, yeah. So all of that, it takes a long time for you to get out. It's like 10 minutes of process before you can get out finally from the apartment. And it's a good thing because you can be really sure how prepared you are because it's very cold outside. So actually during this winter, I spent most of the time inside here in the apartment. I don't go out like every day, only if I have to go to magazine, to the store for, necessary stuff. But other than that, I don't really go out. I just clean, cook, do laundries, work, obviously. That's all I do. As I said, I don't go out because it's very cold. I'm not used to it. I prefer staying inside, indoors. So you basically become an introvert during winters. I become introvert because life becomes home centered. So Basically, winter makes your apartment your whole world. So the daytime activities I do usually is that, as I said, I only go out for necessities like going to the stores, groceries, even even here in Russia they offer like delivery. I mean, you can just order in the app and then someone will deliver it for you. Though they have that option, but sometimes it's also nice for us to go out, to be in the store to, for example, bread. You cannot add that on the cart because it's not allowed. They cannot touch the bread. The people from the store, it should be you who can only buy it from yourself. So that's one thing we have to go. Bread is our also main food here. So other than that, I go out to drop and pick up Stacy from her school. Yeah, just that actually. I don't go out for a walk, to be honest, because I would rather just stay inside the apartment. I cannot take the cold outside, though I really have a good jacket with me. But no, it's still not okay. It's not easy to walk the snow. Seriously. It's it's not nice. I'm not tempted anymore after having it for a while. I had enough of it. I want the summer finally, please. And also a quiet street. Very quiet because I guess most people are just staying indoors. Yeah, so very quiet street, few people are walking around. So in Taganrog, winters here feels very calm. It's not rush, it's not crowded. Sometimes it feels lonely, but at the same time it feels peaceful. In compared to Rostov or to of course Moscow, winters are still busy. Again, in here it feels slower. I won't lie, but winter can be emotionally heavy. Obviously, I miss us a lot during winter, like for example, the sun. Though during winter here, there are sun sometimes, but it's just different when it's summer and there are no snows. So I miss the sun, obviously missing home, Philippines. We keep talking about how our friends are there, how are my family there. So yeah. Next is feeling distant from the Philippines. Of course, it feels like you will be feeling homesick during these times. As I said, I am always in the apartment. My apartment basically is my whole world during winter and nothing else to talk to. So, in result, you will be feeling homesick, especially in the country where it's fun. Philippines, always sun and fun. Another thing is how the winter affects your mood. It's like a comparing of being grumpy all the time. It's just, I mean, there's no color during winter. It's gray. It's like depression, depression season. So really, the mood affects during the winter, and it's not nice. At the same time, winter really taught me how to be comfortable with quiet, how to sit with myself, and how to slow down, not like rush everything, which is a good thing. What is my favorite part during winter? During a day in winter, it's the evening time. Why? Well, there is the warm food. Usually, we always have the broth during evening dinners with parsley and spring onions. So good. Such a warm. No, honestly, it's really good to have a soup during winter. And other than that, I can lay down in bed if I'm done working and just to know that you're going to sleep sooner. So it's like a relaxing part of the day. As I said, when it's cold outside, small things feels bigger. It's the warmth, comfort, and rest. So this is my winter routine here in Taganrog. Simple, quiet, sometimes it's lonely, yet sometimes it's peaceful. Balance. So I have a question for you. How does winter feel in your place? And could you live in a small city like this? So come in town and let me know. I want to hear or to know everything. What are your experiences during this winter? So thank you for listening and see you in my next episode. Paka paka. Bye bye.